This is the EIR Podcast, where we interview entrepreneurs in residence with your host, Henrik de Geer.
Who are you and what do you do?
My name is Barbara Bickham, and I do three things. I run Trail Ventures. Trail Ventures is a blockchain advisory company, and we do everything technically on the blockchain, technical strategic advice. I run the blockchain accelerator for global growth, so we help companies with their due diligence intensive and also grow and scale their companies internationally. And then I'm raising a fund called the Women's Innovation Fund and Accelerator. It's an opportunity fund that helps kind of level out the C-suites. So we invest in kind of primarily women or half women companies at the C level.
Barbara, how are you involved as an entrepreneur in residence?
I got involved as an entrepreneur in residence by the Bixel Exchange, which is the Chamber of Commerce here, asked me to become an entrepreneur in residence and create a cohort, 5 or 6 companies, to go through a program. And so they empowered me to become an entrepreneur in residence. So we were there, and we were working with companies and still work with companies at the Bixel Exchange. And that's how I got involved as an EIR.
Barbara, what are the biggest challenges and successes you've seen as an entrepreneur in residence?
Some of the biggest challenges as an entrepreneur in residence is that we are entrepreneurs, and the entrepreneurs you're serving are entrepreneurs. So how do you kind of advise them and help them grow and scale or get to their end goals without you wanting to jump in there and kind of take it over? That's a challenge. Some of the biggest successes, one of my companies actually got into an accelerator, so that's great. So one of the cohort companies is in an accelerator, one of the more famous ones. And so that's great. And a lot of the companies came in very early, so a lot of them had ideas about what they wanted to do, and then we kind of moved them and formulated them into, real companies, and that's very rewarding. So I think all of that was a success.
Barbara, what advice would you like to share with other entrepreneurs in residence?
I think some advice is kind of make sure that you're advising and you're supporting and you're collaborating, and that you're really listening to the entrepreneurs that you're serving. When you're there to kind of help foster them along. So make sure you're listening, and make sure you're also very open to learning, because you can learn a lot from these new entrepreneurs as well.
Barbara, where can we learn more about entrepreneurs in residence and your work as an EIR?
Well, you can probably learn more about entrepreneurs in residence in general if you Google. But if you want to look at my work, you can go to my website, www.barbarabickham.com. And that's kind of where you can learn more about me and the type of work I do as an EIR or just in general.
For more about this, visit EIRpodcast.com. Don't forget to please subscribe, rate, and review. Tune in next week for the next episode. Thanks for listening.